Hey, afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm here the second day of the IMC conference, the International John Maxwell Conference, where 2,500 people have been blown away throughout the day. It started off with John. He does a faith service for us where it's probably 85% is leadership, and then the other 15% is John talks about his faith and how it has impacted him as a leader. And I think his most memorable comment was about just doing. Right? You can't leverage resources by sitting around. And as a charter school consultant and former principal, there's nothing more that I cannot stand seeing teachers and principals stuck to their seats. And also, I'm sure this is true in most businesses, that you never see the leader, right? Because they're too busy in their office. So John continued to talk about how you gain resources by moving, right? So you gain feedback by moving, you lead by walking around, you get input from your people, and good things happen. You create vibrations. Everything in life is energy. So you create energy by moving around. So John said, if you've read footprints in the sand, right? He goes, well, most leaders and most people in life, they're not making footprints, they're making butt prints. So it just really made me think about my entire career, and currently I have a huge thing. I would like to take every chair from behind the teacher's desk and a principal's desk, for that matter. They have no business sitting down unless the kids are gone and they're working on something else. So that was my one takeaway. So just do the thing and then get the energy to do the thing. So I talked about yesterday how creativity is the greatest antidote for when you're stuck, right? So just doing something. And so Seth Godin again talked a lot about every day spending time. Just write down 10 bad ideas, because at one point someone thought the idea to create this computer-based housing system that would house all information for anybody to get to was a horrible idea, which later became the internet, right? And then so Seth Godin was part of the whole think tank that created email marketing and all these other pieces. So he wrote a book about it, and he tells the story how he wrote a book, and he had all these resources and all these great thought leaders to help him. Yet the two other guys who had less resources in a garage in California established Yahoo and made billions of dollars. And Seth said my book didn't sell 1,000 copies. So if you're stuck, write down as many ideas as you can think of, bad ideas, because you never know which one's going to slip through and become that good idea. And just do the thing. And lastly, I'm going to talk about and just ask you a question. I'm going to challenge you to journal and think about what might be holding you back. What are some of the things, the attachments, the competing commitments that's holding you back? Whether it's you're too busy, right, or you don't have the resources, or you don't have the money, or you don't have the right education, or the timing's not right. What is holding you back? What are your competing commitments and attachments? Because the pain in life is not from doing new things. The pain doesn't come from new challenges and new tasks. The pain comes from separating yourself from the attachments that's holding you back, right? So sometimes the people that love us the most are our greatest attachment. And I'll tell this story. I tell this story all the time. I started this company, this coaching, consulting, and training company in 2014, and almost not a conversation with my grandmother, who's 84, 85, and still unbelievably motivated, says, Tommy, can you pay your bills? Why don't you go back to that nice cushy job that gave you insurance? And I was like, Mom, we're doing fine. We've got employees and insurance and benefits and everything. We've got food on the table. It's great, right? So the people that love you the most will probably be the people that will hold you back from taking risks. So who is your accountability partner? Who's your truth partner? Who's that person who's going to give you the feedback that you need in order to know whether it's a good idea or not? And I mentioned yesterday that if someone who's less successful is talking you out of an idea, you're probably on the right track for success. So that's what I want you to think about over the next 24 hours. And shoot me a message and reply here. What do you think is holding you back? Right? Because dreams are great, but take those dreams off the refrigerator, off your vision board, and put some action steps underneath it. Right? Do the thing. Create the energy to do the thing. It's your competing commitments. Right? You don't feel that you have the education, the money, the time, the partnerships, whatever, to get it done. And then the attachments. Who are you going to disappoint? You're afraid of failure. What are you going to do about it? Right? What's your next step? What's that first step? Dr. Martin Luther King told us you don't have to see the entire set of stairs to get to the second floor. You just need the second step. So it's my challenge. Identify what's holding you back. What competing commitments, what attachments are holding you back from getting to that next level. And I want you to take that vision board and I want you to start putting some steps under it. And I want you to start living intentionally every day. Just spend 5 minutes. Spend 5 minutes every day thinking about how you're going to get better. And after you spend the 5 minutes thinking, write down what you're going to do that day and do it. And the next day, spend 5 more minutes just thinking about it. How are you going to achieve that goal? If your goal is to be rich, spend 5 minutes thinking about it. How am I going to get rich? So that's my challenge for you. I'm going to go head back into the conference. Very exciting tonight as we're hosting one of the facilitators, the table facilitators for the leadership game. So we're going to have 500 tables of 7. So by my math, I don't know, it was like 35,000 people, or I don't know, 35 times 7, I don't know, 50 times 7, 350 people playing the leadership game. So it should be fun. I might shoot back this evening and tell you how it went. Thanks again for listening, everybody. Have a magnificent night.